And Rori Godsey is the other speaker on this topic. She's a senior customer service representative, teller coordinator, and notary at F&M Bank on the Jake Alexander. And she is a 2007 Catawba grad, a cross-country star, and I think she coaches cross-country here. So, yeah, okay. Rori said she was homecoming queen, and she's had a role in the movie Ladder 49, and she does some F&M Bank commercials. So you may see her on the F&M Bank commercial.
After receiving that topic, the doing the right thing and just sticking with your principles, obviously the first thing that comes to your mind is integrity. You know, you think about what integrity means to you, and talking to my dad even just a few minutes before I walked in here to talk with you guys tonight, he was giving me some examples of things that were happening with his job and some of the employees that he deals with, and you just think about integrity, and it's the things that you're willing to do when nobody is watching. You can't underestimate the power of doing the very, very small things, the things that don't seem very, very important at the time, but don't underestimate doing the small things, right? I don't really have any statistics to provide to you, but I can give you some personal experiences, you know, that I've had just in doing the small things, right? You know, prior to coming to Catawba as a student, I worked at McDonald's. I'm sure we have some people in here that worked at Wendy's, McDonald's, something along those lines. And, you know, coming from a family, I have 5 sisters, so there's 6 girls, and, you know, we really had to work hard to, you know, get those things that we wanted to get. And working at that food court at the Smithsonian, at that McDonald's, you know, there were little things that were requested of the employees that worked there, some of the small things that they wanted us to do. You know, most companies are going to implement a dress code and set certain rules and standards that they have. You know, we had our visor, we had our tie, we had our name tag, we needed to have our shirts tucked in, and we needed to have our belts on the right way. And they asked for us, because most of us being in the city, I was in Maryland, moving into D.C. and coming back out of D.C. on a train on my way to work, and they would ask us simply, when you come in, look like you're ready to work, and when you leave, don't untuck your shirt, turn your visor backwards, and have your name tag. You know, if you're going to represent this company, and again, some people say, oh, it's just McDonald's, oh, it's just Wendy's, it's just whatever it is, but they have an expectation that they set of you, and they want you to do that very small thing right. And so that was one example of what I did, you know, trying to uphold what it was that they did ask of us. And then as I graduated from high school, and I got my offer to go to Catawba, you know, I'm thinking, how am I going to make my book money? How am I going to, you know, I have got 5 sisters. I don't have a full ride. What am I going to do? And some of the managers approached me, and they said, hey, you can come back and work whenever you want to. You can work on the weekends. You can work over the summer. We don't do this with any of our employees that graduate and move on, but we want you to know that we appreciate you doing the things that we did ask for you to do while you were here. And that's no small thing. So on a small scale, obviously that's not where you want to start, but sometimes, you know, if you can move into your career just like that, more power to you. But chances are you're going to end up doing something, having a starter job before you actually get into exactly what it is that you want to do. And then another example that I like to use about doing the right thing, you know, you go to school and you get your degree, and it's very important. You know, I don't downplay the importance of a college degree, the significance of a college degree, because I'm so proud to have graduated from Catawba as a business major. But most of the time you find that people are looking at you for things that are just in you as a person already. The Forum is a gym here in Salisbury. And again, doing the little things right. You never know when you're on a job interview. While you're having an argument out in public, you can be having your job interview, because somebody that's looking at you while you're having that argument, when you get ready to go in your interview, you say, oh my goodness, that lady was looking at me while I was out in public, having an argument, whatever the case may be. I was at the front desk 4:30 in the morning. I took a job 4:30 in the morning to 8:30 in the morning, working the morning shift, and I would, hello, how you doing? Just smiling, always on time, doing what I had to do. And I mentioned to what I called my coffee clubbers in the morning that I had taken a job with BB&T, because that's where I started prior to my accepting the position with F&M Bank. And when I mentioned that I was going to BB&T, a woman said to me, "Oh my God, why are you going to BB&T?" And I got nervous, thinking that there was something wrong with BB&T as a company. Meanwhile, she wanted to offer me a job at F&M, and she said, "If I offered you a job right now, would you take it?" And what she said to me was, "I know that if you can get here on time and smile the way that you've smiled and treat people the way that you've treated them in the time that I've seen you here, I know that I want you on my team." And so I had no idea that while I was folding towels that I was on my job interview. I had no idea that while I was making coffee and sweeping and cleaning off equipment that I was on my job interview for what I'm doing right now. And this is where I want to be. So that's just another example of what I always try to tell people. Sometimes people get discouraged. "Man, I didn't go to college to be doing this. I didn't go to college to be doing that." I probably served some of you right here in this room. Seriously, working in the cafeteria. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Don't be discouraged. Just stick to your principles. The little things that you know that you're doing right, it will pay off. Another thing that I like to share with people, sometimes you do see people that go straight out of college into the field that they want to be in. Sometimes you see people holding jobs and they're making great money, and you know that they might not even be qualified. It does happen, but do not bank on that person with that wonderful luck being you. Most of the time, if you're going to get something that you think is worth it, you're going to have to work for it. And you can't be too proud to do the little things right when nobody is, or when you think that nobody's watching, because somebody is always watching you. So I just want to share that with you about doing the right thing.
Thank you.